One-on-one with Tito. More music, more entertainment news, exclusive interviews. This is One-on-One with Tito.
And Russ, who became the musical director, were both playing that show as well. And I was the DJ in between, between the acts. It was them, Rascals, and Saul Guy, who's running for real right now. And basically, I gave them a flyer to an ensemble, not a birthday party, but a 10-year anniversary. And the MD at the time, Russ, said to me, he goes, "Hey, man, so do you play tabla?" And I was like, yeah, actually, I do. This is for an after party. I'd love for you guys to come. And he goes, "You know what, forget the party, man. Do you play tabla though, for real?" And I was like, yeah. And he goes, "I'd love to get together and, put some music together." And I'm like, sure. He came by my studio at the time, and we played together for about 45 minutes to an hour. And he was like, "Hey, that was really wicked, but I gotta go. I'm only here from Vancouver for a short time, so I gotta make a move." I said, "No problem." He says, "I'll give you a call later on." About a month later, I get a call from him, and he says to me, he goes, "Hey, man, the jam session we had together was really good. Would you be into going on tour?" And I go, "Oh, yeah? How's the deal? What's the deal?" And he goes, "Well, we got some dates opening up for Nelly Furtado at the time."
Nelly Furtado?
Yeah, at the time. So I was like, "Okay, so what's the configuration?" He goes, "Well, basically, it would be me, you, and Chaos." And I'm like, "Okay, that's pretty cool. Tabla percussion meets acoustic guitar meets singer MC."
And that's where your blood starts bubbling.
Yeah,
You got that emotion in that.
Yeah, next thing you know, I'm on the phone with Saul Guy, and we're rehearsing in Saul's small, well, not so small, but nice condo just close by from here. And we go out on like a 20-date tour with Nelly Furtado. It was crazy.
What were some of the stops you had, like city-wise?
Well, it was a Canadian tour, so it's like anywhere from, if you're starting at the west of the map, you're talking Victoria, Vancouver, Nelson, anywhere going across to so Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Sask, Regina, Thunder Bay, Toronto. Like, I've played all those cities. Canada has been a great little time for me over the years.
The whole Canadian.
Yeah. And then, right after that, we went to the UK with India Re, and then came back here, did our own thing for a little while, then went back and did Europe with Roots, which was amazing. A 30-day tour in Europe, going across all over, touching all sorts of great cities, and
It's a lot of touring.
Yeah, man, it's been a lot of touring, brother. What can I say? It's been a lot of touring.
Always on the go, eh?
Yeah.
One city to another.
Yeah.
What is next for you? With Chaos, is there a tour? Is there a new album coming out? A lot of fans are really excited because this is Canadian music talent.
Yeah.
And we talk about Bollywood, we talk about Hollywood, and the crossroads, as some would say. There's top 40 artists like Akon and Ra One, the movie.
Yeah.
You look at someone like Priyanka Chopra, who's stepping in with Will I Am.
Yeah.
What's happening for you in Chaos moving forward?
Well, you know what? We just put out a second, a double CD record, which is out available now. And we're going to be starting a tour actually April 2nd, starting in Ottawa, going across Canada. There's a date here in Toronto on April 4th at the Danforth Music Hall. So it's going to be 20 days of on awesome shows across this lovely nation once again, to begin the promotion of this record. And then I'm sure that from there the first stop will be the U.S. and then hopefully in the summertime we'll do some European dates, because that's a good time to be in Europe.
Now, you've been in the music scene for 20 years, as a little kid growing up, playing an instrument to working with the likes of many different artists, Roots, Chaos, and many others, DJing, playing an instrument. There's a lot of young talent out there in music. And when I see music, I see all signs of music, meaning old, young, middle, you name it.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to aspiring young artists to, fulfill their dream? What are some of the steps, or how would you get there? What would be the elements?
You know what? I get this question asked to me quite a bit, oddly enough, from young cats trying to come up there and do their thing. And I think, I sort of divide it into a couple of things. For one, you got to dig in the crates, in the sense that if you're aspiring to be a musician or an artist or a basketball player or a radio DJ or anybody, make sure you do your history, understand where that culture came from. And not necessarily that you got to respect or that kind of thing, but it's more like just be aware of where that whole thing, that whole energy, that whole environment was built and how it was built. That's one thing. The second, I would say, the biggest thing I would say is